Welcome back, everyone. Today's community advocate has served in the United States Peace Corps and has been teaching for the last 27 years. Meet Yevgeny along with Christopher Thresher from the Advocates in the sponsored interview. Christopher, you bring such amazing people who we need to honor in our community, and this is, again, yet another person we need to recognize.
Yeah. You know, Yevgeny came to us from a former student that he had 18 years ago, who reached out to us and said, hey, you know, there's a teacher that I had in middle school that taught science that had a huge impact on me. You know, people like Yevgeny are you know, sometimes the unsung heroes. You know, we oftentimes recognize people on here that have an organization or a cause that they're trying to raise money for, and but this is just because we want to recognize someone that's had a huge impact on thousands and thousands of people. And he has a great story, you know, to tell about his teaching career and the impact that he's had on students throughout the state.
Yevgeny, start it off for us. Tell us the story, and it intrigued me because it started with a Pop-Tart.
Well, it was during my first year of teaching, and there was a student who would always fall asleep, and he would have breakfast, he would have lunch, but he would always fall asleep in my classroom. I just did not know why. So I decided one time I was buying stuff for the science experiment, and there was a Pop-Tarts on clearance, and I decided to buy that flavor. And I just accidentally placed it next to his binder. And the next thing, we were the best friends. He would always work in my class. And from that moment on, I'm known as a Pop-Tart king in school. I tell you there's a brand new flavors coming out. Certain flavors kids cannot stand. Strawberry is the best flavor, followed by sugar.
Yeah, brown sugar's my ultimate favorite, too. What was the Pop-Tart that won that student over?
I actually do not remember the flavor of it. It probably is discontinued now because it was on clearance. So I really don't remember the flavor. Probably was some strange, unique flavor.
Yevgeny, what's the passion? Why do you do what you do?
Well, first of all, there are thousands of teachers who do exactly the same thing. I can't take the credit for it. But I like to wake up in the morning and I look forward to teaching science. I've been teaching at the same school for 23 years, same classroom, and I just enjoy doing it.
I think you're adorable. How can you not love you? What do you think connected the Pop-Tart with the child? What woke inside of this student?
Well, I just believed that he was hungry, and that's all it is. And sometimes 95% teaching is building relationship as a student, and that Pop-Tart was a bridge to build that relationship. And my door is always open, even though it drives my administrators nuts, because you know, you can have food in my classroom. I'm open-minded, you know, so I enjoy doing what I do.
You care so much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I see why, Christopher.
You know, we talked before we came on today, and there were so many like nuggets of wisdom, you know, that came out in our discussions and talking about him and his teaching career. And you know, one of them I thought was at least the most impactful for me was, you know, that the #1 goal that we should have as teachers or educators is just building relationships of trust. And I think that's what he's tried to do through Pop-Tarts and, you know, reaching out to students when, you know, when they need help. It's building that relationship so that they have an opportunity, you know, to learn.
And what's next for you? You're going to continue to be the Pop-Tart king.
Yeah, I would like to thank, you know, my administration and all the counselors who do an amazing job. We have an amazing after-school program, and I do believe I teach at the best school in the state of Utah, period.
And look at all of these accolades and the people. What is your hope? What are you working on now?
I just want to have the best year possible, and a lot of things been planned, and let's just have a best year possible. Oh my goodness, all those pictures.
I know.
I actually had hair.
so many years ago, all of your students just love you so much. Yevgeny, I can just imagine you are the teacher of the year, and I see why he should be recognized. And all of our educators as we head back to school. Thanks again, and thank you to the advocates for sponsoring this segment. If you have someone to nominate just like Yevgeny, don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.